Good afternoon, Eastern North Carolina. I'm your first alert meteorologist, Russell James. We have temperatures sitting into the upper 80s, 87 degrees, calm breeze, dew points into the lower 70s today compared to the 60s that we saw yesterday, making it feel like a muggy 93 degrees outside. Again, we've got some nice puffy cumulus clouds, even some nice blue skies outside. So overall, despite it being a summery day, it is a good afternoon maybe to sit outside on the back porch for today. Temperatures generally will be into the low to middle 90s, getting up to as high as around 93 degrees over the next few hours. But if it is going to be a little bit too hot outside for you, also keep in mind mosquitoes are going to be out there, high risk of mosquitoes today, so you want to be sure to reapply the repellent as well throughout parts of the afternoon. Good afternoon, Eastern North Carolina. I'm your first alert meteorologist, Russell James. Well, it looks like over the next few hours and even for the first part of your Monday, you're going to be needing maybe a rain jacket or a sweatshirt, perhaps the rain boots, and yes, the umbrella, and later on, the sunglasses. Those temperatures will be starting off into the 40s, eventually warming up to around 56 degrees across the region. And the reason behind that, we have basically cool air that's in our atmosphere that's going to be sticking around as we go over the next few hours. In fact, looking at our satellite and radar, mainly a rainy day, good soaking rain. I wouldn't call this, something to be too concerned about, but it was almost like a washout. We had the misty conditions, we had the fog, and we had the cold temperatures, of course, sitting into the 40s as we go into the overnight hours. And again, some of these showers may produce some locally heavy rains along the coast, particularly along the Crystal Coast. So Hatteras down towards Beaufort, Pine Knoll Shores, all the way down there towards North Topsail Beach. You might see some showers across the region, and then a few sprinkles as you head out the door going into your Monday. But then by the time we get to around lunchtime, temperatures again warm up into the lower 50s. We'll see some breaks in cloud cover as we go into the evening hours. So we might be able to catch maybe an hour or two of daylight before eventually the sun will be setting, and then temperatures from there will be dropping off into the low to middle 40s, and then the 30s will await you as we go into your Tuesday. As we look at the potential rainfall again, some spots could pick up again a quarter of an inch up to a half inch of rain, especially up towards our north inland counties. Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Russell James. Continue to track a storm that has produced a tornado over the last several minutes here across portions of northern Edgecombe County and also portions of southeastern Halifax County right now. This storm does have the potential to continue to produce a tornado over the next several minutes, producing a lot of lightning here as it moves across Highway 258. If you are in the Scotland Neck area in particular, you need to be taking shelter from this storm as this system is quickly moving off towards the north and east here at about 30 miles per hour. If you're in Roseneath, this thing is right on top of you pretty much 4 minutes until the storm impacts you. Scotland Neck 117, Lewis and Woodsville, if it continues to move off in the direction this rotation continues to hold together, it could affect you around 143, all under around 154, and St. John around 202. Taking a look at the wind direction and speed, we still have some strong rotation. We have greens moving towards the south, reds moving towards the north. It's in this area here that we have that couplet of rotation, and so this system has a history of causing some tree damage, even causing some problems, especially as it moved across Highway 33 a little bit earlier. So again, if you are in Scotland Neck in particular and you're watching this right now, you need to be getting to that safe place, interior room, bathroom, closet, anything that has a confined space. Oftentimes in a tornado, those are the parts of the house that tends to withstand such destruction here as it continues to move off towards the north and east. So basically from Highway 258 over towards Scotland Neck here. I do want to take another look here at this storm tracker. So basically Roseneath 109, this system will be right on top of you. 117 for Scotland Neck, 143 also for Lewis and Woodville, and then 154 for Allender as well. I do want to step off for a second and head immediately straight over towards the First Alert Weather Center just to give you a exact update on what's going on here from this. Okay, so we do have a new update from the National Weather Service. At 1:06, a confirmed tornado was located just near Scotland Neck, or 13 miles towards the north at of Tarboro, moving east at 40 miles per hour. So that's practically right in this area here, as you can see. I do want to switch over to our storm relative velocity, and I do want to show you where that heaviest rotation is, just to the south and west of Scotland Neck, north and west of Roseneath, where you see those bright greens and that dark red, that little couplet there. that is where we have that strong rotation. And if I switch over to our debris tracker, it's in that area here too. It's a little bit noisy, but if I step back just a couple frames here, you can see right along Highway 33 in particular, we did have some strong rotation that was being detected there on Doppler radar, and is for that reason why we still have that confirmed radar tag here, at least over the next few minutes. So once again, if you live in Scotland Neck, Roseneath, Highway 258, and those areas in particular, you should already be in your safe spot as this storm continues to move off towards the north and east here at about 40 miles per hour here. So basically it's right on top of Scotland Neck here as we speak. I do want to put a new storm tracker on this, update things so everyone that's watching at home here knows exactly when this storm is going to be moving pretty much right over the area here. So let's put a new storm tracker out. It's in this southwest edge here, moving towards the north and east at 40 miles per hour. And this will put it basically right near, again, Scotland Neck here over the next few minutes, Woodville 135, and Allender right there around 1:44 p.m. in the afternoon as well. Good evening, Eastern North Carolina. I'm your first alert meteorologist, Russell James, taking a look right now at our first alert weather cam. We got a lot of rain showers across the region. You can certainly tell by the raindrops on our sky cam currently. 77 degrees, calm breeze, dew points in the upper 70s. You have high, muggy amounts of air in pretty much at some point as you get the sunshine and the heating of the day, you get the trigger showers and storms. You can barely see across parts of the northern part of our county here in Pitt County because there's a lot of downpours falling at the moment. You take a look at our first alert live radar, we definitely got some scattered showers and storms, and of course this is one of those situations where some backyards will see some rain, other spots down to the south not seeing much activity at all. This is known as on and off showers and thunderstorms, and you see the reason why. Bethel not really seeing much activity, but Tarboro seeing a little bit of heavier rainfall. Rocky Mount not really seeing too much activity as well, even down towards Wilson, but then you go down towards Greenville and certainly near Washington, they've been getting downpours over the past half hour. And so over the next few hours, keeping a residual 20 to 40% rain chance in the forecast, temperatures dropping down into the middle 70s with winds coming in from the south-southeast at around 3 miles an hour. That's going to be the case for the overnight hours. Some of us could get as low as 71 degrees with a southwesterly breeze. Scattered storms early, but clear skies as we go further into the evening. Now, as we head into your Sunday, all of us, including even up from Elizabeth City down towards parts of New Bern, is under a level 2 out of 5 risk for showers and storms, some of which could be a little bit strong to severe. So going into the afternoon hours, the heat and humidity will begin to build. These storms need a heating source. So looks like you're going to have that throughout most of the afternoon, but then as we go into the later part of the evening, we can see heat index values around 100 degrees and even some isolated storms possible. But into the evening, once the showers and storms begin to erupt, the severe risk increasing between 4 and 8 p.m. Main threats will be damaging winds and hail, and an isolated tornado cannot be ruled out. And then the front will just stick around as we head into your Monday as well, which is why that first alert weather day will continue going into your Monday afternoon. And again, here's what to expect over the next few hours. Some showers and storms continuing, beginning to taper off as we go into the overnight hours. Most of us starting off into the lower 70s, heating up into the lower 80s. Notice the wind speeds, not really much in the way of a persistent uniform direction, variable around 3 to 5 miles an hour. But then as we go through the afternoon hours, early afternoon, we get the heating of the day, temperatures approaching the upper 80s to lower 90s, but you start beginning to see some of these shower clusters approaching the area, and I mean some of these storms could pack a punch. We're talking 60 to 70 mile per hour breezes, even some embedded hailstones at times. But then as quick as they begin to develop, they'll begin to dissipate, temperatures dropping down into the middle 70s. And then as we go into your Monday, we'll have greater rain chances ahead. And in fact, really looks like we'll see around 1 to 2, even in some spots as high as 3 inches of rainfall over the coming day. So for tonight, again, scattered storms going into your Sunday and Monday. Again, several spots seeing some showers, other spots remaining dry. That will be the rule of thumb as we go into the next few days, including going along the coast. Sunday into Monday, first alert weather days. Be sure to have that WITN first alert weather app. Daytime highs into the lower 80s, overnight lows into the lower 70s. Further inland, we could actually see temperatures approach near 90 going into your Sunday. Monday, 86 degrees. Again, most of the storms likely along the coast, and then the furnace turns on. Looks like we're going to really heat things up going into your Tuesday and Wednesday with temperatures in the lower 90s. And by next weekend, we could be knocking on the door of the mid 90s, even as high as 96 going into next Saturday with overnight lows into the 60s to the sultry 70s. Mid to upper 70s expected as we go through the rest of the afternoon, peaking around 78 around 3 to 5 o'clock. But then those winds are going to slowly shift from the west to the northeast at about 4 to 7 miles an hour. That wind shift means all the difference between seeing warmer temperatures and cooler temperatures across our area. And this is as a result of the upcoming weather system that could be moving across the region as we go into your Wednesday especially. So we have a weather system moving across our area Thursday, but then by Friday, another weather system could approach our area on our doorstep. So overall, expect mild conditions midweek, but rain chances increasing again Thursday into Friday. Now, the weather system approaching on Friday could spark a little bit of severe thunderstorms, mainly across parts of the deep south from Alabama up towards Tennessee. Yes, western North Carolina is in the path of seeing some possible severe weather, but for us here in eastern North Carolina, none of the counties here as of right now is under any risk of seeing any bit of severe weather. We're mostly in the clear for now, but we're going to monitor it closely here as we go over the coming days. Those high temperatures, 70s, low 80s. Keep in mind the average high this time of year right around 60 degrees. We're not going to get there until we get to around Sunday, Monday into Tuesday, where the average highs will be generally into the mid to upper 50s and peaking again into the middle 60s as we head over the coming days. Those temperatures, 78 today, 77 tomorrow. Fair skies Wednesday night into Thursday morning as we reintroduce those rain chances. 70% chance Thursday morning, peaking as we go into Thursday night. Friday, there could be a risk of some thunderstorms in the forecast. Windy conditions, but breezy and sunny on Saturday, 68 for the daytime high. But then Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, mid to upper 50s and overnight lows in the lower 30s.